Is there anyone who has not gotten a fight? I think almost of us have gotten a fight. So Aarini Hinge is over here to give you some solutions on a fight. Do you know, once it took me 14 days to finally get over a fight and go and talk to my closest friend. I know, you all must be thinking, so what? But I want you all to think, so what? Those were the most lonely days for me. It was one of those when I had gotten a big fight over something, and of course I don't even remember, and it took me 2 whole weeks for the fight to get over and go and talk to my closest friend. While I knew I always had my mom and dad with whom I can share my inquiries, but I wanted someone who can empathize me but not just guide. So I prepared a questionnaire and distributed it in my society with 20 kids filling it. And this is it. Question number 1. Why do you fight? Means whenever you fight, for what reasons do you fight? What time does it take to end your fight? Means what time do you take to end a fight? A time might be in minutes or might be in hours. How do you find solutions while you're fighting? Means whenever you're fighting, how do you find these solutions? It might be you just ignore it, or you ignore the fight and try to find the solutions in your minds. To whom do you go with a fight? Means with the fight, do you go to your elders or your youngers? Do you use any methods while you're fighting? Means when you fight, do you use any methods like not looking at the person or talking to it? After my due research on what the issue is, I went and spoke to my mom, who herself was dealing the problems of women. And this is what I got. Reasons of fights between kids. Means when belongings and jealousy is not much separated. Belonging and jealousy is equals to like belongings. When it's a situation when your friend has got a new toy and you want it. You want him to share his toy, but he can't. You feel jealous of your friend. Disagreement is like, no, I don't want this, I don't want that, is equal. This might happens between friends also. Lies is mostly happens in the schools. It is when you and your friend are fighting and not talking to each other, and other one who is not fighting comes and tells you something lies. Do you know, a fight is like a snow. It gets freezed when we start fighting but melts when we calm. These fightings can be solved by various ways, but 2 factors play the main role: kids and parents themselves. What parents should do if kids come to them with a fight? If parents want to solve the fight, you should listen to both the sides. And if you don't, you should say what? Use SESA. Do you know what is SESA? SESA is a method to take you out of a fight. SESA. S means stop and think. Means when we are fighting, you should stop and think. Why are you fighting? E. Empathize or talk about feelings. Means the resolver should empathize both the sides. E. Inquire and ask questions. The resolver should ask questions. S. Solutions. Find solutions. You should find solutions. A. Agree the solutions. You should agree any one of the solutions. What kids should do if parents ignore them? Kids should not waste their time in ranging themselves and listen to the person who is trying to solve their matter. I think following these tips may take you out of a fight. Thank you.